Hello my students, this is P. Venkateshwarlu, PGT Physics, coming to today class. Yesterday at last we discussed parallel plate capacitor. So in the parallel plate capacitor, at final we can get the one expression, that is C is equal to parallel plate capacitor. Okay, so in this case we can get the final expression C is equal to epsilon naught A by D. Okay, so we know that the general formula C is equal to Q by D. Okay, see, based on this we will discuss one problem. In parallel plate capacitor, with air between the plates, each plate has an area of 6 into 10 power minus 3 meter square, and the distance between the plates is 3 mm. Calculate the capacitance of the capacitor. If this capacitor is connected to a 100 volts supply, what is the change on the plate of the capacitor? One problem. See, coming to given data. See, in this problem they given area 6 into 10 power minus 3 meter square. Area, how much they given? 6 into 10 power minus 3 meter square. Then the distance between one plate to another plate is given by 3 mm. D is equal to 3 mm, means 3 into 10 power minus 3 meters. And they given potential applied 100 volts. So we know that constant permittivity of free space is 8.85 into 10 power minus 12, this value. So by using this data, so we have to find capacitance. After that, you have to get total charge in that capacitor. Okay, what is the formula here? C is equal to epsilon naught A by D. So what is the value of epsilon naught? 8.85 into 10 power minus 12 into 6 into 10 power minus 3. 10 power minus 3 by what is the value of D? 3 into 10 power minus 3. 3 into 10 power minus 3. 10 power minus 3, 10 power minus 3 gets cancelled. So here 8.85 into 6, 3 ones, 3 twos. Okay, we can get after cancellation 8.85 into 2, 17.7 into 10 power minus 10 power minus 12 farad. So we know that 10 power minus 12 pico. So this you have to write 17.7 picofarad. So picofarad means 10 power minus 12 farad. Okay, after getting this capacitance, we need to find the total charge. Okay, total charge. So what is the formula of total charge? Yes, we know that Q is equal to C into V. Q is equal to C. So this capacitance we need to take 17.7, we have to take 18. So 18 into 10 power minus 12 farad into 100 volts. Clear? So here two zeros, here 2 zeros cancel, 10 power minus 10. We have to get total charge is 18 into 10 power minus 10 coulomb. 18 into 10 power minus 10 coulombs. The net charge present in the body in the capacitor Q is equal to 18 into 10 power minus 10 coulomb. on parallel plate capacitor. Parallel plate capacitor. Effect of dielectric on parallel plate capacitor. See here, in this case, what we need to discuss, we know that capacitor is a system of conductor separated by insulating medium. So we know that we have to take parallel conductors. See here, this is capacitor. So in this, what is the capacity here? C is equal to Q by V, or C is equal to epsilon naught A by D. So D is the separating distance between two conductors. Epsilon naught is free space. A is the area of conductor. The side heading is consider a capacitor in which you have to place one dielectric medium. So what happened, we will see. Here it's made the capacitance increases or decreases. We have to discuss now. So this is first case. So consider a two conductor which are separated some d distance. We can say this is capacitor. C is equal to Q by V, or C is equal to epsilon naught A by D. So on the introduction of dielectric medium, see here in second case, so we have to take one dielectric medium. This is dielectric medium, dielectric constant K. Here positive plate, here negative plate. Due to this, if electric field is applied which is in the direction of positive to negative, okay. So whenever dielectric introduced between the two plates of capacitor, a charge is induced in the dielectric opposite to the positive and negative. Means here positive negative charge created, here negative charge plate, positive charge is induced or which transits. Okay, here whenever this situation happen, so inside the medium, due to inside the dielectric medium, the electric field decreases because of the dielectric. See here, my children, here we know that positive charge density and negative charge density. Clear? So we know that in the previous case, reduced electric field E is equal to, so external field or applied electric field minus induced electric field inside the dielectric medium. See, E naught is we are applying E naught. Okay, E naught is we are applying. So due to electric effect, due to electric field inside the dielectric medium, some electric field produces which is in the direction of opposite to applied force. Clear? Which is E inside the dielectric, electric field produces which is opposite to the applied force. So here this is reduced electric field. Clear, my children? Yes. So we know that in the previous condition, in the previous case, electric field intensity of infinite charges sigma by epsilon naught. Okay, then E naught, then E. What is E inside? E inside is sigma dash by epsilon naught. Surface charge density present in the dielectric medium by epsilon naught. Okay, we are substituting in this equation sigma by epsilon naught minus sigma dash or sigma polarization. Means here P polarized by epsilon naught. So rearrange this sigma minus sigma P by epsilon naught. Okay, clear? So here the reduced electric field the reduced charge density which is directly proportional to charge density of the capacitor. Charge density of the capacitor. Okay, charge density of the capacitor means you have to write sigma minus sigma p is directly proportional to sigma. Okay, here the difference of charge density of the capacitor and charge density due to polarization in dielectric medium which is directly proportional to charge density of the capacitor. So this you have to write sigma minus sigma p is equal to sigma by k. K is dielectric constant. K is dielectric constant. Okay, see here, this is equation 1, this is equation 2, and we know that potential gradient E is equal to V by D. This is equation 3. Equation 3. Okay, so from equation 3 we have to write clear. In this case, from 1 and 2, by using 1 and 2, so we have to write E is equal to sigma by epsilon naught k. So we know that E is equal to 1 and 2. Then from 3 V by D is equal to sigma by epsilon naught k. So then we know that V is equal to sigma D by epsilon naught k. So we know that sigma, what is sigma? Charge per unit area. Charge per unit area. What is charge per unit area? Yes, V is equal to charge per unit area. Charge per unit area. D epsilon k. D epsilon k. So then V by Q is equal to D by epsilon naught A into K. A into K. So what is clear, my children? So Q we have to send here. Q we have to send V by Q is equal to D by epsilon naught A into K. Okay. So this we have to write V by Q. V by Q by V. Q by V we know that C. Here the ratio of Q by V or V by Q is a reciprocal of capacitance. When we have to get this capacitor? By introducing dielectric medium, so we have to get capacitor. So 1 by C is equal to D by epsilon naught A into K. Okay, see here, this is the capacitor. We know that capacitor. Here we know that capacitor. When we have to get C here, in this case, whenever we have to use dielectric medium, at that time we have to get capacitor C. Okay, that's why we need to C dash. We need to make it C dash. C dash. Okay. So already we are using C. C is equal to Q by V without introduction of dielectric medium. So rearrange this equation. C dash is equal to epsilon naught A by D into K. Clear, my children? C dash is equal to what? C dash is equal to epsilon naught A by D. Equation C dash is equal to epsilon naught A by D into K. Okay, we know that in this case C is equal to epsilon naught A by D. C dash is equal to C into K. C into K. Very, very important. See here, we know that capacitor, this is the symbol, C is equal to Q by V, C is equal to epsilon naught A by D. Whenever we introduce dielectric medium, we can get the capacitance C dash is equal to epsilon naught A by D into K. K is the dielectric constant, which is greater than 1, which is always greater than 1. Clear? Which is always greater than 1. So by C dash is equal to epsilon naught A by D into K. So we know that C is equal to epsilon naught A by D. This we have to substitute here. We can get C dash is equal to C into K. See, main important word, whenever dielectric medium introduced between the plates of capacitor, capacitance increases K times. Clear? Whenever dielectric medium introduced between the plates of capacitor, the capacitance increases by K times. Clear, my children? This is the final expression. Coming to combination of capacitors. Combination of capacitors. So we know that capacitor is a charge store device. So we know that formula C is equal to Q by V, or C is equal to epsilon naught A by D. Okay. So this capacitor, we need to arrange number of capacitor. It's series or parallel, whatever may be. Series and parallel. Sometimes we need to make a capacitor both series and parallel. So now we are discussing about a combination of capacitors. In this case, series combination. Series combination. Okay, series combination. So what is series combination? Series combination or end-to-end combination means one of the capacitor negative terminal is connected with another positive terminal and so on. Okay, see here, this is the capacitor, positive and negative, and one more capacitor we need to join. Negative terminal of the capacitor is connected with another capacitor positive terminal, and second one negative terminal is connected with third one positive terminal. Clear? This connection we can say series combination. Clear? Clear, my children? So consider three capacitors. Capacitor 1, capacitor 2, capacitor 3. Clear? Positive, negative, positive, negative, positive, negative. Clear, my children? Here we need to apply potential battery. It is denoted V. It is denoted V. Okay, here throughout the series circuit, Q plus Q minus Q, plus Q minus Q, plus Q minus Q. The potential difference across the each and every capacitor is different. Here V1, here V2, here V3. In this case, throughout the circuit charge is same. Throughout the circuit, Q is equal to constant. So in series combination, Q is constant. But in that case, potential is different. Potential is very different for different capacitors. Okay. So in this case, we need to find the total potential. V is equal to V1 plus V2 plus V3. The sum of the potentials in the series combination, V is equal to V1 plus V2 plus V3. So in this case, we know that C is equal to Q by V. C is equal to Q by V. V is equal to Q by C. Then V1 is equal to Q by C1. V2 is equal to Q by C2. V3 is equal to Q by C3. We have to substitute this value here. Yes, Q by C, Q by C1, Q by C2, Q by C3. So Q gets cancelled. 1 by C is equal to 1 by C1 plus 1 by C2 plus 1 by C3. Okay, this is the final expression. So whenever capacitors are arranged in series, we can get the expression 1 by C is equal to 1 by C1 plus 1 by C2 plus 1 by C3. So whenever the capacitors are arranged in series, the resultant of the capacitance is reciprocal of individual charges, the sum of the reciprocal of the individual capacitors. Clear, my student? If we have to take number of capacitors, 1 by C is equal to 1 by C1 plus 1 by C2 plus 1 by C3 and so on plus 1 by Cn. Okay, my student? Here, up to here, today's session completed. So tomorrow we need to discuss one example for series combination. Later we will discuss parallel combination.